Slowly, gently, softly, me. I am the. Yup, it's your man, Eddie Ed, the Duke.
Hey, folks, welcome back to the Holy Duo. It's your not host today, Dialogue.
Bro, man, they about to
Hey, man.
fight. Yo,
Hey, man, what's going on?
wait, welcome back to another episode 49, man. We're on episode 49. Like y'all about to
49.
find out like who's the host, but he like announcing it. I don't know why, but um, welcome back to another episode. We are back with another episode on the Holy Duo. Make sure if you listen on the audio platforms, you subscribe, you follow us, and also share this content, and as well as for our YouTube watchers. Make sure you
Mm-hmm.
subscribe on YouTube and also share the video and like the video and also comment down below because we do have interactive portions. Or if you want to share your thoughts, drop them down too. If you want to send us an email, holyduo2020 at gmail.com, holyduo2020 at gmail.com. That's where you can send us messages or like any sponsors, whatever you want to do it over there. Yeah, let's get straight into this episode, man. We are in a winter season type of weather. I mean, it is fall, but it's kind of like winter. I consider fall like winter, kind of, because it gets cold. But anyway, hit us with your weekly / holy and demonic moments of the week.
That's some bull crap. You consider autumn the same? Man, see,
I
that's the
see.
problem.
I didn't say autumn. Autumn is like when you say autumn, I think of colorful leaves exclusively.
That's what fall is, though. The
See, well,
technical
fall,
name for fall.
yeah,
Uh huh. Well, y'all don't even really have fall, cause do your leaves fall off for real?
yeah, the leaves fall off, but I mean, it's not like. See, because fall, it just fall to me, weather-wise, is miscellaneous.
Uh,
It's mainly like cold for me. That's what I think about when I think of fall. But it's really miscellaneous in Florida because it
yeah. See,
rains, it get hot.
that's what's wrong with y'all down there. Y'all just whatever goes, man. Whatever goes. Anyway, I just giving him a hard time. How's my week been, man? My week has been good. I can tell that I'm gaining some weight, so that's a holy moment. Oh man, had a you good?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah,
All
I had to clap
right.
back in. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I did some plyometric exercises with the wife. What on Thursday or something? Today is Saturday, and man, my quads have never been sore. They haven't been sore in like 5 years, and they're sore. They've been sore since yesterday, Friday. It's crazy, man. So doing some plyometrics with the wife to whip the cardio back into shape, to whip the
Hold on.
you know
I yeah. That's good. Real quick, what are plyometrics again? For some reason I'm drawing a blank.
the combination of multiple body parts in a single movement. So like jump
Oh
squats,
yeah. Okay.
those type of things.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
yeah, it increases endurance of your muscles and all of that, which
Mm-hmm.
I obviously haven't had in a number of years. So man, my
Mm.
quads, which are never sore, are mad sore, man. So
Probably,
you
yeah,
know.
probably you weren't you know, hit challenging them in 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 that way, like you said, for a long time, and so your muscle had to work differently.
Yeah, not definitely not endurance wise, power wise for sure. Cause I was doing some heavy lunges, like 100 pound
And
single
you'll
leg
never
lunges.
and you'll never get sore.
Never sore, man. They would get bigger, but just never sore until
Oh
I did
snap!
plyo. My legs felt heavy, boy. So yeah, man, that was definitely a demonic moment because I couldn't walk right after that session. But
some some
it's all
some
good.
some happened to your back. You got your
Some
back
did not
blown.
happen to my back, man. I've got strong glutes to help support my back, so I'm good. I'm good on that end. You understand? Hey, look, he's trying to find something. You ain't finding nothing, man.
Hey man.
So, fun week, but uh, thank God, man. Eat every day, have somewhere to sleep every day. Can't complain.
Nah,
You
you
thank
if
the
you
Lord.
complaining, they gotta take you off of this earth
And I'm dressed
because
like this, right? Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
because this dude got a lunch menu, a dinner menu, and a breakfast menu, and you could call him Bill Gates' nephew, and he got a new bed, bro. He got the big three. He good. If he complaining, they gotta, they gotta get the guys on him. That's all.
Man, I'm telling you, man, the bachelor life. Look, I'm a really simple guy, right? You already know this. The bachelor, yo, I
Uh huh.
had my box spring and my mattress sitting on the floor. You talking about
Man,
some Bill Gates nephew? You should have seen me before I got married.
bro, he
I was
was
a
in.
nomad.
I visited his spot. This dude room like looked like a prison cell.
Yeah,
It
see,
look it look it looked like poor man's pub, man. Like it was
see,
looking really like nah, but it was a nice like he just he just didn't really care really,
I
until his
really
lady
didn't care,
came.
man.
Until his lady came in, bro. His room literally turned from darkness to light, bro. I'm telling you, man. This is a fact. If they had a before and after picture, you could see like one is
Oh,
like
for real.
one is depressive, and then the other one is like, oh happy day. Like that's how
Yo,
different it is.
yeah, man. You can imagine eating chickpeas every day. Like that was my thing, cause the protein. So I went from that to eating full meals every day, man.
Yo,
Hey, I can't
yo,
complain.
that's all I'm saying. If you complain, something's definitely wrong, bro. You gotta go see a therapist. You gotta go see Dr. Phil, man. You gotta go see
See,
Dr. Phil, dog.
that's what we call from living in the streets to living in a house or something. But just so if anyone's wondering, I'm dressed like this today because we were gonna go do a photo shoot, but it's raining. It's
Oh
wet.
really? Yeah, yeah. They're
Yeah.
not going no more.
Nah, we're not going anymore, man. Probably gonna do it sometime next week when the sun is out or something. But right now, it's definitely falling rain, so we're gonna forgo it. I just figured out step on here, get this thing done in this outfit, and bada bing. Man, how was your week? How was your week?
My week has been pretty solid, man. Weekend definitely a plus. Still got a lot of things to do, man. But I'm just really trying to stay prepared, stay ready for Freddy, and get out there and get to this money bag. But overall, pretty good week.
Mm-hmm.
Something demonic I seen, or something demonic that's been happening is these motorcycles, man. I don't know what's going on this week, or even at night, but a lot of times at night I would hear motorcycles because I'm my place is right next to a street, so I can hear cars pass by easily. And at night, for some reason, all the time you hear motorcycles just zoom past, and I'm like,
Hey,
bro, what the heck is going on? And last
yeah,
night in particular, they just kept coming. I'm like, what is really going? Are they racing outside? Because they have to be to
right,
have
right.
this many times going back and forth. They're doing something illegal, And yeah, that's a
Yeah,
demonic moment because it's just annoying, but it's not too big of a big deal. And then last night over at like the movie theater place, it's like a little city walk over there that's being developed. Man, you can't find no parking, man. Parking over there at 6 is packed. So
Oh,
it
you saw a
it
movie
was
last night?
no, I didn't actually.
Oh,
They do like nightly events around the area. Like people come there and sing like small concerts and stuff,
yeah.
outdoor activities. Like it's like a city walk. What is a city walk, but it's not finished. So everything hasn't been added, but so far it looks beautiful. So
Mm.
yeah. So that's what's been going on, and that's what I went to last night, and yeah, it was nice. But you can't find parking on the weekends. The weekends get really packed, and yeah.
Shoot, man. Well,
hmm
that sounds like a fun time. You live in a city type place, so some have some some stuff going on around you, it's not so boring, right?
Nah, yeah, yeah. It's becoming more like a city, you know, from previous years because they're doing a lot of development. So that's a part of the development stage is them doing that, and it looks pretty good.
Do you
Looks
like
pretty
it?
good, man. Oh yeah.
Is that an atmosphere you'd want to live in?
I mean, I'm living in it right now. You know what I mean?
As in, like, kind of permanently for a very long period of time?
Um, yes and no. Um, for maybe half a decade probably, but forever no. I mean, yes, it. Nah, I personally I'm not trying to live there forever, but I could live there forever. But just I'm not trying to. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Yeah.
it definitely could be a place where I could live forever and not be, um, you know, not go crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, man, you got anything else?
Nothing else, man. That's my week. Nothing else. We're almost at 50, man.
Almost at 50, guys. So hey,
Shoot.
episode 50. Show some love. Comment down below, man. We're starving. Y'all starving us from these comments,
Show
man.
some love.
Y'all starving us.
Show some love. The amount of
Show,
gems we've dropped this season, oh my goodness. What?
bro. Show some love
You
out
know,
here, bro. But
we've leveled up in our conversations, through our conversations. We've learned some things from each other, you know? I mean, we've
oh
explored a
yeah,
lot of topics. There's still many more topics to explore, but we've explored a lot of and we've dropped a lot of good gems. Hey, before we get into it, y'all, remember, we're just two average guys. You know what I mean? We're just having a conversation. You know, we ain't professionals. You know, you see us out in the streets. You see us
protect the neck.
giant. You see us at giant Publix. Oh hey, howdy, how are you? You know, we're just having a conversation. So
How
you
are ya?
know, just join in on us. You know, we're not these super high profile guys. You know, we're just one of you. Just that's it. You know, so we're humbled. You know, so listen in. Drop some topics below because we're dropping some gems. Take it and
D
go.
D don't want his jaw to get jacked. So you gotta. Nah, but for real, guys, for real, man, we just over here having a conversation, and you guys are just listening in on it. So,
Yeah.
show some love, show some support, and let's get rocking. Okay, so let's hop straight into it, man. Uh,
Hey.
go ahead and hit us first, man. What we talking about, man?
Hey, so I think this might be a common notion out there, right? But it seems like the more, I guess it is a common notion, the more people you have to pick from, the more picky you're going to be. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? Like
Yeah, yeah, you gotta filter them. Yeah.
you, yeah, yeah, you think okay, there's a lot of people here, so I'm going to become more picky. But at the end of the day, what you end up finding is that you do become more picky, but then there's only like one person, maybe, that you end up being with. And the problem with that is you end up being picky with them too, because you were picky to get to them, so they better hold up to your standard. But then you end up being with them and you're like, dang, I wish they did this, I wish they did this. And it's like, dang, man. So it seems like, back in the day, arranged marriages, parents are like, hey, you should be with this person. Hey, this person's uh, uh, son wants to marry you. Like, I think you should do it. Like, those days to us, it may seem like, oh, shoot, dang, they didn't have a lot of options. I want to find love for myself. Uh, but, what do you think in comparison to those kind of days to these kind of days? To these kind of days where you can get on Tinder and have 1,500 options in like a
Mhm. Mhm.
week.
All kind of
As com-
flavors. Yeah.
yeah, as compared to maybe back maybe 50, 60 years ago, your options were the people you went to church with all your life and maybe a girl or two that you went to school with.
You see, oh, there's some points. Hopefully, I don't forget. So kind of help me remember this. So there's categories that I want to hit here. There is looking for quality, right? The looking for
Mm-hmm.
quality category.
Okay.
There's the familiarity category,
Okay.
and then uh, where else can I go with this? And then there's um, the abundance category.
Okay.
So let's hit the abundance category, right? Because that's like one of the most obvious. Of course, compared
Okay.
to a church and an online, whirlpool, it's gonna be a different level of options, right? It's
Yeah.
gonna be much higher in the whirlpool one versus the enclosed church one, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you it's like a buffet. Like going back to what we mentioned before, you have a buffet, right? And so you you naturally become more more pickier. Like when you go to a
Yeah.
buffet, you might try a little bit of everything, but in essence,
Uh-huh.
there's favorites, right? You got
Uh-huh.
favorites that you got. So you're gonna go back to
Ooh.
what? The favorites. And then from the
I like
favorites,
that.
there's probably like one that you really like out of the favorites. That's the best, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
then you're gonna pick the best. But
Uh-huh.
you kinda have exhausted your room for the best because you had tasted all these other options. You see what I'm
Mm.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like when you get your best item, you know it's your best, but you can't really be satisfied by your best
Ooh, man. Shoot. Can I
because you
touch
don't
on?
taste it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah, you can't, but because you have tasted variety, and so at that
Yeah.
point when you get to your best, you pretty much like okay, ah, it's there,
Right. I've had better.
ah,
So you mentioned something that's striking, right? You brought the buffet analogy, and you're right, man. Because when you go to some like, you know, some like Golden Corral, I don't go to Golden Corral, but say you
yeah,
go to
yeah,
Golden Corral, you see all the person comes in and pours the fresh food into the batch, and then you look at it and you kind of pick out the ones that you think look good, right? You pick out the shrimp that you like crispy. You can pick out the crispy ones. You like the not so crispy. You can pick those out. You go over to the I don't know if they have spring rolls, but you can pick out the spring rolls that look crispy or the stuffed spring rolls if that's your preference, and you kind of get to go around and pick what you like. But then say you go to somewhere like McDonald's, you order the food, they're in the back. They just scoop up a whole bunch of fries and dump it in your fry box. That's what you get. If you want to be really picky and annoying, I don't like these fries. Can I get new fries? Not at that point you're just being annoying. Not now you're just being picky and petty. Like why don't you just take what you got and get out of here? You don't get a choice of being picky with your fries. But guess what? You take the fries home and you eat it, and you're done. That's it. That's all you get. And you don't get to cry over, I didn't get the crispiest fries, this and that. You're going to cry about it, get on the app and complain, and they're going to dump your feedback somewhere else. But you made a really good point, man. You know what I mean? You made a really good point, as in, like, when you get what you get, you make do with it. And I think the dating scenario we've gotten away from that. We've gotten away from like, you know what? I see some qualities in this person that we could have a successful marriage with. Let me go with them. Instead, we've gone to that quality in that person. I don't know if it'll make me happy. I'm not happy with it. It's not working out. I let me let me just go over there and see what she's like. Let me get a taste of what that's like over there. If I don't like it, I have an old fling that I could link back up with and see what's going on. Obviously, girls have more of this option than guys do, but I'm just painting a scenario. You mentioned the buffet thing, and it makes sense, man.
uh
The
huh,
more options you have, even of the same item, the more picky you become.
yeah, and then it's like less valuable, less appreciative. What was the other two things I said again?
Facts.
That you got?
Familiarity
Yeah,
and quality.
and quality. So now, okay, we see the buffet, and you know what you like, right? Let's say you know what you like from you know your go tos. You know the quality item, right? You know the quality pick
Indeed.
that you want. So now we're okay. Now we're in the church, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not a lot. It's not a lot to pick from, but you yourself, you know what you want. You know what you like, right?
Yeah.
And you can kind of skip having to go through all these different things because you that's not what you're looking for,
Uh-huh.
and in the setting, um, you know, you you can see what you like, right? And then from
Mm-hmm.
there, you either decide to go in or you know mission, or abort mission on the
Mm-hmm.
when you go to the online space. A lot of them, that's when you click left or right, going through left or right just based off of looks. And
Yeah.
that is another, that in itself is the buffet type of thing. But you can't tell the quality though. You can't
Nope.
tell the quality because you can't meet the person, you know on your phone. You gotta,
Mm-hmm.
you know
Yeah. You don't
either
even know what kind of family they come from, man.
you don't know what kind of family they come from. So the phone is like the barrier there. So you don't see
Mm-hmm.
them face to face. You don't see their interaction. So now we step from the buffet to the quality. Okay, what kind of quality are you looking for? Okay, cool. You know what you like. You know what kind of quality. And now you got to figure out. Now you got to go to the person and meet the person. What's the other thing I said again? The other
Familiarity.
familiar, and that's where the familiarity come in. Now you see what you like. Now you got to get familiar with it. Now you got to taste
Mm-hmm.
and see, right? But here, tasting is not doing anything physical. It's just
Right.
having those conversations and getting to know one another. Taste that and see, do you like that taste or not? And that's
Mm-hmm.
where the familiarity comes in. As you're observing her, looking at her from proximity view, not from online, right?
Yep.
And you can make those points and gather information from that, and then you go in and start talking, and from there you figure out, okay, whether or not you want to keep on getting this main course deal, or whether
Yeah.
or not you want to keep this as your best meal or not.
Yeah. 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 And you have another point there because a lot of the times, right, if someone is, you hear those stories of people cheating with their exes. And yeah, that's because they have familiarity with them.
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell you how many people I've met. I really can't tell you. I can't tell you how many people I've met where they're best friends with the opposite gender or the opposite sex or whatever you have it since they were like kids, and you can't separate them even if the relationship is inappropriate. Like they hang out with each other all the time, they seem like friends, like nothing romantic between them, but it's just the relationship between guy and girl. It's like, why are you guys investing so much time in each other?
and
And we've hit
see
on
and
that.
see and see, and that's the type of, like, that should be a married couple right there. Like,
Right.
that's like quality. That's quality relations, you know
Mm-hmm.
like
Mm-hmm.
like
Man.
really liking it and loving each other like that, where you just
Yeah.
want to be around it. That's what it's supposed to be like. But people would think it's supposed to
Right.
be, oh, she's just supposed to be looking good, and
Right.
that is part of it, but that's not what it's all about.
Well, unless the person say, I mean, so yeah, I mean, but see, like, then you bring in things like, okay, what if the person you're best friends with is like 300 pounds overweight? You know, you're just really good friends with
Okay.
them
i
since,
mean i mean i mean
you know,
that's why I said it's a part of it, so you can't leave it out.
yeah,
you know It-
yeah.
yeah, it's a part of it.
But
But
say both of you are rather healthier human beings. Yeah, like you're
okay.
saying, why not just get married? Because um, I think the whole reason why there have been this outpouring of more options is people are looking for this thing called love. And to be honest, you don't find love from just dating someone. You can't. You really can't. The only way you can find actual, like, active, participating, committed love is through marrying the person. But the very act of finding this quote unquote true love, people are scared of, and say, I want to get to know you before we get married, so I have to live with you or something like that. Which I know a lot of people do. I'm not knocking them for it, but it's not it. You might as well have gotten married and went on this journey of finding this quote unquote love than just living with the person and dating, and trying to see if you're compatible. To be honest with you, man, you can date someone for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years and only find out they're crazy your first year in a marriage. Like, a person's crazy, you don't know. There's no kind of living that could tell you. I'm sure there are. I'm sure you could live with someone and find out they're crazy. But you could probably have sensed that beforehand. Yeah, there's so many like loopholes that you could take to say I should live with them before marrying, or I should move on from them, or something like that. But at the end of the day, you're the best judge for what you're gonna get. Whatever you get, you judged it before you got it. So if you're dating a person for like 6 years and you don't marry them because you're not sure, you're the problem, not the person. Why haven't you left the person? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just trial and error instead of like
Yeah, you gotta really take
make a
notes out
good
here.
choice. Was that?
Yeah, I said you gotta really take some good notes out here.
Yeah.
You gotta take
Instead
some
of
good notes.
make a really good judgment call and just kind of pray for the best, because there's no way you can know 100% that the person that you're going to marry is going to be like this person, man. Trust me, there's no way to know. There's no way to know. And people have bought this lie that if you date them long enough, you will know. Hey, look at their
Yeah,
life now.
that's when that's why I said to my guy. I'm not gonna say his name, but that's why I said to him. I said, bro, because like when we talked about it in the past, he was like 5 years. I'm like, dang, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, 5 6 years. Like it's one thing if it happens like that because of situations and circumstances, but it's another thing
Mm-hmm.
to like plan it for like just
Yeah.
like to have fight. That's like dang, you
And
really
live
think,
with them.
yeah, like you think you want to wait that long,
Mm-hmm.
like purposefully, you know. And he was like, yeah, he thinks it takes this much time to get to know them, and
It's impossible.
yeah, and I guess his mindset was at the time to know them, know everything, but like know them, know everything, and that's not possible because we
Unfortunately,
keep
that's a lot
we
of
keep
guys. That's a lot of guys' mindsets out here, though.
yeah, we keep growing, we keep evolving, we keep learning, so it's not gonna be something that's stagnant, and there's always gonna be something new to learn. So
Yeah,
yeah.
always,
Hmm.
always something new to learn. Always a new person to get to know better. Always someone who will seem like they'll listen to you better, cater to you better, treat you better, talk to you better. There's always, man. Come on, how many shells can a crab fit into? An infinite amount. But can it find all of them? No. Should it hope that it can find all of them? No, because why? Then the crab isn't going to have the proper shell ever. It only moves from shell to shell when it needs to. When it's like, okay, this shell isn't enough. Now I need to move to the other shell. It doesn't say, this shell isn't going to be good in 5 years, so let me just move on to a really, really big shell. What are you talking about, man? Make your decision and stick to it. And the whole moving thing, I'm not saying whenever the marriage isn't working for you, just, break up with them and move forward. When the marriage isn't working anymore, uh, there are two parties in the relationship here, man. Figure it out. Figure out how to move from the old shell of your marriage to the new shell of your marriage. Like, what needs to change in the marriage for this to work? And yay, man, that's all I got for that. So basically, the more options that you have, the less love, right? That's basically the topic that I wanted to hit on. The more options you have, the less love, because you're not learning how to love one person. You're learning how to pick the right person or the perfect person for you. Now, mind you, if there are obviously red flags going on in the relationship, Did your guardians vet them? Did the authority in your life vet them? Man or woman, you got to have authority in your life, whether it be your pastor, whether it be someone who cares deeply for you, who's also married, some community that you're in, that they can look at the person, your family. Can they vet them properly? More than likely, people just date when they feel like they want to get married. They just tell the family, we feel like we want to get married. They didn't listen to a lick of advice anyone around them gave to them. But when it's time to get married, are you guys gonna support us or not? And it's more so often, it's more like, okay, you guys need to get on the page of me getting married here, or else, like, you don't have to come to my wedding. It's crazy, man.
Hmm.
um
Yeah,
because of the more options thing, they haven't learned how to get married anyway.
yeah. And so I think about when it comes down to it, which one is better. Um, I think definitely. Here's what I think some good qualities are, but then
Hmm.
again, they can it can be the same thing that can hurt, just like we mentioned. Um, the good thing about the big whirlpool is that a lot of girls are that that are out here aren't dateable or
Yeah.
wifeable. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So if it were
Wifeable for
limited,
sure.
yeah, if it were limited to those type of girls, that would be the downsides. But
Yeah.
the good thing about the whirlpool is that there are those there, and then there are also good ones there. But you got to know how to look for them and what to
How
look
to
for.
find them.
How,
Yep.
yeah, how to find them. So that's the good part about that is that
Hmm.
you could still find. It's more options to find good ones. You see what I'm saying? Because everybody in the church ain't good, man.
Oh,
Everybody
for
in the church
sure,
ain't
man.
good. Yeah, you see
For
what I'm saying?
sure.
So if you so the good the good thing about the church and the downside about the church is you can find good ones. You're in an environment where the good ones are more visible. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
And then also you gotta know which ones are the fakes out here because bro, it could be tough to figure them out. But once you
Yeah.
go to once you go to a restaurant on Saturday and there's Club 96 across the street from the restaurant and you see one of the church girls going there, you're like, oh snap, she be going over there, but she be
Uh
wearing
huh.
turtle. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But she be
Yeah. Yeah.
wearing
Yeah. Yeah.
turtlenecks and aprons and
Turtlenecks
head
and turtle skirts. Uh huh.
and doggone head wraps at church, acting like
Uh.
she be covering up. But I saw her busting out her side chest.
Hey.
I
Hey.
saw, I saw, I saw the cheeks dropping down from the thing.
What does our Instagram look like?
Her
Hmm.
Instagram is on private. Why is it on private? She might be busting out private,
Hello.
bro.
Hello.
We
You
don't
know.
know. Ta-da! You know what I mean? but
Aklabam. Um. Yeah. You got to do your research, man. If you
so
got to be
yeah,
a creep,
yeah.
if you
There's
got to be
downsides
a
to
creep,
both.
yeah, for sure. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you have to be a creep and like ask one of your friends to, like, ask
Why?
someone who's friends with her on Instagram to,
Why you
hey
gotta?
man, what does her Instagram look like? Like, I want to see if I want to get to know something. Like, do your research, man. Do you it? I don't care if you look like a creep. At the end of the day, if you find out this girl's busting it on Instagram and she finds you to be a creep, who gives a crap? If a thief thinks you're a bad person, do you really care? You know what I mean? like,
yo,
get
yo,
out of here.
yo, it was funny when you said. It was funny when you said, "Do you want to be a creep?" Like you offering it. Hey, do you want to be a creep? Hey, if you want to be a creep, sign up to the course, 10.99 a piece, man. you know.
if
But
that's
nah.
why if that's why you're categorized as a creep, man, I think that's a good way to go.
Yeah.
I don't give a crap.
Yeah, if you gotta get out of here, and you gotta get out of here good, be a creep in this way, you know, and you'll be out of here with no questions. Nobody's gonna
Yeah,
ask you any
man.
questions.
Guys are
Yeah,
so scared. Guys are
they're
so
so
scared of
scared
like
out
doing
here,
their
man.
research, man. Like,
Yeah,
why?
I don't
You gotta be
know, man.
serious out here, man.
Cause they wanna hide behind the cell phone, man.
They
They
do.
wanna hide. We have become used to the safety wall of social
Yeah.
media. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Yep.
that leads me into the next question, man. So when
Okay.
we look at, how all this technology is developing, we're about to hit where I believe we're going to get to a stage where it's going to be like holographics, like on the movies. We're going to get there. Like,
I'm gonna get there, man.
if you think about it, if it's in the movies, how did it happen
It's
in the
coming.
movie?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? How is that happening in the movie?
Uh huh.
Do we ever think about that?
What, the CG?
I mean, not the CG. Yes, the CG. But then like those movies that are like like the space ones where like they do like holographic holographics. You know, how would they? I mean, yes, they use things, but I'm just thinking, like if it's on the movies, most of the time they can do it in real life.
I'm with you on that, but movies use a lot of technology, which
Yeah, they
I'm
use a lot of
aware of.
technology, and see from that technology, like it's basically doing what they're showing on the TV, right? But in fake form, kind
In
of
fake form.
in
Yep.
projection. Yeah. So I
And
think
that,
they
yeah.
that they can turn it like how they're displaying it. But yeah,
Yeah. That's the whole point, though. Is when you see something in movies, it's only a matter of time
only a matter of
until
time,
you
bro.
see it in real life. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Uh huh.
they. I'm sure there are movies out there where they're like, oh, cars can run on water. There are cars that can run on water. It's just not
Bro, you
commercialized.
you can get a jetpack that can
That can run on water.
run on water, bro, and
Yeah.
jetpack that can run on air. So come on, we have
Right.
jetpacks now. Those were in
Yeah.
games.
Right. See, there's the little contraption that can literally fly. Um, it's like a car, but it can hover over stuff, and these things aren't in the world, because if it does come in the world and it's commercialized, it's gonna destroy whole industries. It's gonna turn whole car and airplane industries upside down. So they can't put these things out there. But yeah, you have a point, man.
Yeah. So my thing I want to hit for the next topic is what are the pros and cons about tech, and then
Mm.
and then I'll go ahead and say this, but we answer it after we get done. Is how does it affect the human interaction? Actually, that
Mm.
might be coupled with it. So we can answer both at the same time. But yeah, pros and cons of tech. This new technology. I mean, we can either like even yeah, tech as a whole. What are pros and cons about that?
Ah, man. See, the whole point of tech is to make our lives more easy and efficient.
Uh huh.
So the pros of it is making our lives more easy and efficient. The cons of it is all the bad stuff that we didn't know is gonna come with it. The con is figuring out all the negatives.
Econ.
Yeah. All the negatives that come with it as we're getting the benefits of these things that we hope to get. For example, if now we can get little contraptions that are smaller than cars but can fly us, say, 1,000 miles, so we don't really ever need to get gas, who is going to capitalize on the thing that we need to get in order to have this thing? So, say we eliminate gas, which insurance companies are going to come out with insurance that basically make it as though we're paying gas still? You know what I mean? So,
Hmm.
say you pay $100 for gas every month for your car, and this contraption comes out, $70,000. You buy it, whoop de doo, you don't have to pay for gas anymore. All of a sudden, the insurance company comes out. In order for us to protect you properly, we're gonna increase your premium from 150 to $400. Huh? So you mean to tell me in we tech basically provided us this better equipment for us to move forward in society, but because you still have to make money and someone has to make money, the politics that come with this improvement of electronics and all of these things is the downside to it. So then what happens? People don't get the new tech. There's always something attached to advancements, man. People say that society can't
Ah.
progress unless there's peace. But when there's peace, there's stupidity because people are more comfortable.
Uh huh.
So, should there be peace or should there not be peace? Because when there's peace, there's a lot of crap that comes with it. There's a lot of entitlement that comes with it. There's a lot of first world mentality that comes along with it. And you get a whole bunch of toxic things that happen in the society. But then when there's war, you see that everyone bands together to fight this war. But then there's mortality, there are injuries, there's trauma, there's PTSD. So it's like one isn't really better than the other, but the trade-offs, can you handle the trade-offs? So the pros of tech, man. I mean, look like, the big tech companies nowadays, those are pros. The things they're doing with software and things. I mean, we handled it last week, right? The big fives, right? Some of the big fives, we handled it. We
Yeah, the big
couldn't
five,
pick.
bro. Big
Yeah.
five. Yeah.
We couldn't really pick because they're doing
Because
such great things.
exactly, and then when it comes to the social media one, Apple is a big contributor to enabling the social media stuff because they had the best cameras. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Yeah. So
Yep.
they really are doing really well because
Hmm.
of social media.
But then you look at how they handled, like, we just got hit with something, with some copyright stuff, like some episodes ago, and it's like, from where did this come from?
From where?
you know so they're doing great things for people, but at the same time, their
They
rules
trying
and
to eat up all.
regulations are kind of crazy.
They trying to eat up all the chips, man.
Right. Exactly. You're
All the chips,
providing this
bro.
platform for people to make money and, you know, monetize and have,
Bro,
whatever purpose that they want to have on there, but at the same time, you're
they're not
smacking
trying
them
to.
left and right, you
Yeah,
know.
but hey, let them do that, and all these people are basically they're doing their own business, from that. So they what you call it's not winning now. They're not winning. They're not taking majority of their business no more from because of just the money they make from putting videos on the platform. Now they had the stuff outside of that revenue stream that they're making, but they do contract that from the people that's online. But
Oh yeah.
as far as the bag that they had to split with the platform, it had nothing to do with what they're doing on the side, which is pretty awesome, and that's what they need to do to survive out here.
Exactly. So yeah, man, the pros of tech, man, is definitely the advancements that we make in society. The cons of it is all the politics that come with it, all the little leechers that lurk around waiting for the opportunity to pounce on the advancements that is really happening with this tech stuff. That's my thing. And then you asked, did you want to say something before I answer the second part of it?
Oh no, so now the pros and cons are, I think, are great on both sides. Pro is we do have a lot of convenience, and then
Yeah.
the con is that can bring a lot of health issues, because of lack
Ooh,
of
that too.
interaction with. Yeah, and these are the ways that people don't think of it that can happen, which are lack of interaction with people. They do
Hmm.
say, from research that people die faster and get sick when they don't have human touch or human interaction. That's why, like, when
Mm.
you're old and alone, you get very sick and all that stuff, and you die quicker
Yeah.
than a
Yeah.
married old couple and stuff like that because it's something about human interaction physically that gives you more life, that brings energy, that keeps you going, rather than not. So that's one part where there's a downside. Could be a big downside. It could
Mm.
isolate you and make you feel as though
Of
you have
course.
everything you need, especially when you look
Yeah.
at how you can order stuff now from anywhere. We about to
Oh
have
yeah.
drones flying in the air. We about to have drone,
I can't
bro.
wait, man.
Look at this. We're probably gonna have drone traffic, like drone airways. Probably, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody do like drone airways, bro. Oh shoot, are we talking too
Yeah, it's
early?
already a thing. It's already a thing.
Drone airways is a thing already.
It's already a thing. It's like pathways in the air which are regulated for drones to pass through. Yeah.
Hey man, let's make our own. Hold on, let's cut this out. Let's make our own doggone airway, man. Let's get our own. Let's hop on it, cause we should hop on this before it gets big.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't tell nobody.
Hey. Yeah. But for real,
Yeah.
man. But for real, it's already a thing, man. People get some their pharmacy medicines delivered to them. Pharmaceutical medicine. Yeah, they get stuff delivered to
Wow,
them in
that's
certain
crazy.
in isolated places. Yeah, they're trying it out already, man. They're trying it
Yeah, I
out
believe
already.
they're
So
trying it.
it's
Yeah, yeah. I just haven't
yep.
heard anything updates about it. But yeah, that's another
Mhm.
reason. Us being lazy and less active. That can
Mhm.
definitely help
Yep.
our laziness. Um, and what's another thing? And more diseases. Because of radioactive. Um,
Oh,
waves
the
and all that.
emissions from the
Yeah, the
technology
emissions.
itself. Yeah.
Exactly. So that could do damage to our body too. So it's like it's helping us, but it's killing us at the same time.
Yeah. See?
Yeah.
So it's like, should we even really be doing it? And people are like, yes, why not? It's like, okay,
Oh, do you think they're trying to
you
kill
know.
people with ease or with pleasure?
I think
You know
pleasure
you
itself
know
is
how they
killing
say
us.
you know how they say kill them with kindness? They probably killing us with pleasure.
Man, it's not they, man. Pleasure itself kills you.
Yeah.
Seriously. Pleasure itself kills you. Have you ever heard the thing where it's like we're only aging and dying because we're breathing in oxygen?
No, I never heard that before.
Yeah, because our body is being oxidized by the oxygen we're breathing in. We're slowly breaking down because of the oxygen, but we're alive because of the oxygen.
Yeah, yeah, I understand it, but I didn't know that was a saying.
When you leave iron out, it begins to rust because
Yeah, because oxidized.
there's there's oxidation going on. So it's like oxygen is killing us, but that's the reason why we're alive. So there's always a con to something, man. There's always a con to it. And to answer your question about how does it affect human interaction,
Hold on.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, no, 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 no. Go ahead, go ahead. I was gonna make a. Let's go
Go ahead,
ahead.
make a point, cause
No,
I'm
no,
not
no,
gonna
no, no.
forget.
It wasn't the point. It wasn't the point. It was a joke. But let's move
Oh,
forward. Let's.
um, how does it affect our human interaction? It definitely makes us more self-centered. That is for sure. Um,
Mm.
ever since Amazon started to deliver things to people, you can't imagine how many people, oh, my thing came and my box is chipped. How dare you? It's
Yeah,
like,
any
did your
little thing,
any little thing we feel entitled about. It's
bro.
like, dang, really?
I can imagine somebody saying, these colors offend me. I
Yeah. Hey, your mailman
what?
had his your mailman. I didn't like his haircut. He needs to look more professional. What are you guys doing?
Y'all need to get more professional lookings out there. Yeah, bro, I could see people in this age talking about the box was brown. It offended me because I had trauma
Yeah.
from a brown box when I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
10 years
yeah, yeah,
ago.
yeah.
I saw a
Yeah,
head in the
yeah.
box, so now when I see brown boxes, I'm traumatized.
I'm traumatized. I
How
begin
do
to.
I? How am I supposed to know that if I'm an Amazon deliverer or Amazon itself?
You better
Now
being
we gotta,
paid
bro.
being being paid $5 above minimum wage. You better know that as an Amazon deliverer. Like their life
At
is already
what?
hard enough.
At what? Like, what is no rules, man?
No, man.
There's
No.
no rules at all. Like what? Like literally, somebody would probably do that for like,
Yeah.
and there would probably not a whole thing about it. Social media, like, what is going on? Oh, I'm tired of spontaneous PC moments.
You know, you know what's crazy too? You will know this. The one thing everyone expects every company or most companies to have is nice packaging with their
Hmm.
items. I'm sure we've even expected it or been like, "Oh wow, their packaging is nice."
Yeah.
It's like, did you get the item or not? What is with this packaging looks good? And guess what happens when the packaging doesn't look good? You feel sketched out about the company that sent it
You
to you.
do.
Like,
You do.
yeah, the item might not even. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
like we're
yeah,
becoming
yeah,
more like self-indulging. Like it needs to look good for
yeah.
me. I need to
It needs to.
feel good about it. You
Yeah,
know?
and that's understandable. But at certain points, like if the packaging doesn't necessarily look like a beauty of art, but if the packaging looks proper, as in like it's not a ripped box or anything like that. Like it's a stable box, but it just don't have the colors that you want it to look vibrant with. I I would be okay, but some people they literally want to have the box decorative and make it look colors. I'm like, bro, that's extra. It's no need for that. If the box does its job at keeping the item good, I think it should be all right.
But see, the box could keep the item good, but it could be ripped up and banged up. What about that?
Well,
It
I
did
mean that
its
could be in
job
any
still.
box. Yeah, that could be in it. That could be any box. I'm talking about like just if the box on the outside, like we want to see a box that's not ripped up, of course, to at least be all right. But there's people that just want to have all these colors and stuff they want the company to go the extra mile, basically.
Yeah,
And
like for
you
what?
know, yeah,
I hate those spam mail things. You know, the company send you for credit cards and apply for this loan, and you're pre-qualified. Do you get those?
yeah, I do.
Freak out of
I do.
here, man. What do you want? And then you
Yeah,
call them, and it's like, oh, that rate that we advertised to you on the envelope, it's not the real rate that you're gonna be getting. Sorry about that, but your rate is twice as high. You've been showing me this rate for 3 years now in my mail. I call you up and you tell me I'm not getting it. Come on, man. All
stupid.
this extra stuff. It's not necessary. Get at it anyway. That was a tangent, but how does
Hmm.
it affect our human interaction? Yeah, it's making us more self-indulgent. uh it's making us less interactive with people for sure. I mean, how many times do you get to talk to your Amazon delivery driver when he delivers your package to your door? You yeah, I mean, I know I've done this where it's like, it's getting delivered to your house in like 30 minutes, right? But like you wait for the dude to drop it off and for him to go away before you open your door. Some
Yeah,
I've even heard him deliver it to the door. I peep in the hole, in the peephole, and he's still there like delivering stuff, and I'm like, all right, let me just wait till he goes away, and then I'm gonna open the door. You got to hear the door
yo,
close of him leaving, and then you open your door so he doesn't hear you opening your door to get the package, man. It's just it's advancement in
you doing
technology
extras?
is
That's
isolating
funny.
us. Yo, I mean, think about it. Whoa, 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 whoa,
Yo,
whoa,
yo, it's just funny. It's just funny that you do that.
whoa.
It's
Yo,
funny.
I mean, think about it. Like, soon enough, right? You won't have to be in traffic anymore when they have little car drones that can literally stack up on top of each other. So we're moving through the air, right? And we're not on the ground. So you don't have to interact with people. If you take the taxi in New York, you don't have to take the taxi anymore. You
Oh
can just
yeah,
get in your
over
little,
there.
like the Jetsons,
That'll save a lot of lives over there in New York.
Yeah, where
Save a lot of
you
lives, man. You
do
you
you
don't
remember
you
the
don't
Jetsons?
the Jetsons? No, I don't remember.
The cartoon show with the husband. He had a white top and blue pants, and like his back was arched, and he would get in his car, and his their maid was a robot. Uh,
Oh, something like that. It's been a while. I
yeah, it
gotta
was
see
a
a picture.
really old show. Yeah,
Yeah,
we're gonna get there, man. We're gonna get there to where you can just hop in your car, no traffic, get to your job, bada bing, bada boom.
bro.
So
Yeah, yeah, man.
no neighbors,
I mean,
no
shoot,
neighbors.
it's
Yeah,
about to go up, man. It's
yeah,
about to go
yeah.
up.
It's gonna be crazy,
Ha,
man.
technology,
Yeah, man. It's
technology
kind of
gonna be
crazy.
crazy.
But hey, I think as long as we have and that's the thing. We're always when they invented the wells, I'm sure some wars were started over, I get to go next and get water from the well. No, I get to. I'm sure people have been killed over it. We're always gonna have those people who overdo the advancements in technology. You got to teach your kids. Got to find those groups of people who have their head on straight. We know that your car can fly you to work, but it doesn't mean that you shouldn't go to a local community place, commute. Please say hi to your neighbors. Knock on the door. How you doing today? You guys want to have dinner or something. You're always gonna have those people who want to do things the human, interactive, proper way. So, yeah, there's some hope. There's some hope for the future.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey man, with that man. Hey, if y'all have any thoughts, drop it down in the comments, man. We'd like to hear them too, man. What do you think? Like, what are the pros
Mhm.
and cons to you guys about tech, and how do you see the future coming along in the next 10 years? But we're gonna move to our last portion of the podcast. We call this part we call this our interactive portion, and we're doing a different game today. We're gonna be doing yay or nay, a nay 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 nay, a yay 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 nay nay yay yay nay nay yay
Hey.
a. So y'all participate with us, man. This week's yay or nay question, and let me explain the rules again. You cannot explain why it's yay or why it's nay. You just gotta pick yay or nay. So we going out cutthroat kitchen. Don't kill us because we can't explain why we picked what we picked. Okay, it's cutthroat. It's cutthroat. That's it. One chop, and that's it. So with that being said, let's hop straight into the question. This week's question is: would you? Now let me pull this up to make sure. Would you break the law to save a loved one? What are you saying? Yay or nay?
I just watched a movie last night with the wife, and some crazy happened where two cops, right? One accidentally kills this suspect. Accidentally. He didn't mean to. Just bang, dead. Calls him up, you know, and he's like, hey, dig those holes, put them in. I got you. Covered it up. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bang. Told him exactly what to do. Covered him up. He was good. So you live in a crazy neighborhood and your brother gets framed, right? Your brother gets framed for something that he didn't do because he was at home with you, but the law enforcement are looking for somebody to take out real quick to make sure that everyone is happy that this thing was taken care of. So they arrest your brother and they're like, hey, man, we got to do what we got to do. We got to put him in prison and execute him ASAP. And this information the day before the cops are going to come to your house to arrest your brother. Are you going to tell him to run? Are you going to tell him to escape? You're basically breaking the law because you know this. Are you going to tell him to escape from that scenario? And you can't use the same scenario with me. This is you can't flip it on me. But
Hold on. Are we being
uh
6ix9ine? Are we being 6ix9ines out here, bro?
what do you mean 6 9s? You know your brother didn't commit the crime.
Okay, okay. I might have missed that.
Yeah, he didn't commit the crime. You know that because you were with him. So
Okay.
they're coming to arrest him because they need to arrest somebody.
Oh, nah. Yeah, I'm telling them ASAP. ASAP Rocky.
You're breaking the law.
I'm telling them ASAP Rocky.
The cops know that they're coming for your brother. So if they come there and he's not there, they know that you broke the law.
How do they know that for sure?
They know. They just know. No questions, man. No questions.
Nah,
Remember.
nah. Hey,
Remember.
I'm telling him ASAP Rocky, dog.
So you're breaking the
ASAP
law?
Rocky. I'm telling. I'm telling.
Really?
I'm telling. Why you trying to? Why are you acting surprised? Yo, you say what was that? Ah! What? I couldn't talk for 2 seconds. I said, yee. Nah, but but yeah, and you acting so surprised. You breaking the law,
Bro, I mean,
bro?
you have an interview lined up the next week for $200,000
No,
job, man.
you
No,
no,
no, no, no,
you.
you. No, you, man. You got a job lined up next week. You got a whole family. Your wife
No,
is counting on
no,
you. You
no,
got a
you
kid
can't
on
do
the
that.
way.
Already answered it.
You got a kid on the
Already
way,
answered
man.
it.
Huh? I wasn't
Yeah.
done. I wasn't done. You got a kid on the way,
I see
man.
what you trying to do. No,
You
I
mean to
answered the
tell
question.
me?
Nah,
Huh?
you can't add that, bro. You can't
You
add
would break the law to
that.
save a loved one, man? Your wife is counting on you.
Yo, he didn't like that I answered this thing quick, so he was like, "You breaking the law? Oh no!" I'm like, you gonna try to add all this stuff? Nah, dog, I answered it,
I
bro.
didn't finish explaining the scenario, man.
Oh boy, nah, bro. Nah, I already answered, bro. It's too late.
So you all right, your wife ain't gonna like you.
Nah. Subtract everything you said after.
Nah, you see, you can't do that.
Check it.
You
Nah,
can't make up
you
you
can't.
can't,
You
you know
can't
what I
add
mean?
it.
You
You
can't do
can't
that,
add it,
man.
dog.
Come on, man. You can't just, nah, come on, man. You gotta let me
Yeah.
finish explaining first.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
see, you took advantage of it. You're like, oh,
Nah.
that's the scenario. Oh, yep. I'm telling. Nah, I wasn't done.
Nah. Okay, so now it's your turn. Hey, man. Um. So, you know, okay. Now this is gonna be like a movie scenario, right? So you, so your brother, right? Your brother's a little. Uh, Her screws might be a little bit loose, a little bit. He could be smarter, but he act dumb. Your brother brings you along to a drug deal as backup, right? He had nobody else. He brings you along to a drug deal
I
as
go with him
backup.
knowing it's a drug deal.
You go with him knowing it's a drug deal because it's your brother and you didn't want him to get popped. And if he didn't go, they were coming to pop him. So he had to go and make the drug deal, right? So you go with him as backup. You got a gun, he got a gun. Boom. Um, Now something goes wrong. They think you are being funny with the money, and they draw guns. You guys, he pops two guys, which were the only guys that were there, right? He pops both of them, pop pop, right? Now y'all got blood money plus drug money, and y'all got two bodies. He needs your help to hide the body, not knowing there was two girls in the room, also dead, and you had to help him to get out of the situation, or else it's bad news bears. What you doing, yay or nay?
Am I reporting him to the cops?
It's either because he's gonna get caught. He's gonna get caught. So either, and you're probably gonna, since you didn't shoot, you might get away. But the cops are gonna find out, and it's either you let the cops know, or you help them and let your brother go. What you doing, yay or nay?
Oh, and I can't explain because I have a daggone good reason for why I'm saying it. But I would
Can't
report him.
explain.
I would report him.
Oh, y'all see out there? Hey, everybody that's from
See,
New
you can't
York,
do nah. You can't do that, man.
everybody that's from,
Nah,
oh,
nah, nah,
bro,
nah, nah,
nah,
nah, nah.
nah.
Come on,
Hey, when
man.
y'all see him, y'all know what's up,
That
dog. When
come
y'all
on,
see him,
man.
y'all, when
I
y'all
have a
see him,
daggone good reason. I just can't say it, man. Dang, man. All right,
when
all
y'all
right,
see him,
Steve.
y'all see what's up, man. He like that, dog. 6'9" cousin out here, man.
Hey, call me 6'8", man. But yeah,
6'8".
I'm definitely reporting him, man, for sure.
Wowzers, dang.
Yep. Yep.
Ah, yes, sir.
Yep.
Hey, y'all know what he's like out here. Hey, that's all I gotta say. Y'all heard it here first, man.
Yeah, I don't even
Drop it
know
down.
why, man.
Drop it down in the comments, man. 6'9", snitch 9.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah,
I
snitch
mean?
nine.
Snitch 9. Hey, but hey, thank you guys for listening. Make sure you guys drop you guys' answer down below. If you're watching the audio platforms, I think you could drop it down. I'll probably make a question link or something like that. Or go to the YouTube page and drop it down over there and watch us in crispy 4K video. Also, if you want to send us an email, reaching out, Holy Duo 2020. We're on Instagram, Holy Duo 2020. And let's get it rocking. Let's get it popping, man. Any more church announcements, D?
That's it for me.
That's it. Hey, and with that, we're only holy.
Because he is, folks. And remember, faith don't come expensive.
It's free.
Peace.
Yeah. Yak.